The Clay Center Tigers notched 2 wins through the first 5 games of the season, nearly a third against state-ranked Wamego to close out before the Christmas break. Now it's another state-ranked team that awaits next, the Concordia Panthers. Tiger pregame is here. It's being brought to you tonight by Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Gearhan agent. The Tigers on the road against the Panthers. Stay with us. A pregame talk with Coach Kelly Williams is next.
Clay County is a great community, and Farmers Union Insurance with Jim Gearhan as your agent is proud to be a part of this great community. Over the years, we have enjoyed supporting Tiger Athletics, and it's just a small part of what we enjoy doing for the community of Clay County. Insurance can be a tricky topic, but if you want to deal with a community-minded business, stop in and see Jim Gearhan at 426 Lincoln Avenue, or give us a call at 632-3264 to discuss all your insurance needs.
Back on Tiger pregame, talking now with head coach Kelly Williams. Coach, Happy New Year first off. Tell us how the Tigers have been getting things underway in 2016.
We've been working pretty hard in practice. Things have been going really well so far. We had 7 practices over break. We took a lot of time there on the 21st and the 22nd, that Monday and Tuesday before Christmas, focusing on some offensive concepts. Continuing to improve in our primary break, scoring in transition, and then also kind of continuing to develop a rhythm and an understanding of shot selection in the half court, and just a commitment and conviction to get into our spots as quick as we can. We lack a little bit of size at times, and we want to play fast in the full court. We also want to play fast in the half court, and that's not rushing shots, but that's just operating quickly, operating with a certain quickness that generates some great angles and great opportunities for us. So we really focused on that throughout break, and then kind of got down to the nitty-gritty defensively with a couple of things here between post-Christmas and New Year's. And we were able to get some good growth in our half-court defense. A couple of different guys. Light bulb was able to turn on a little bit here and there, and we're also able to expand ourselves a little bit with some of our strategy on defense. So a lot of good work was put in over these 7 break practices. And a lot of good intensity, a lot of good effort, a lot of good enthusiasm, a really, really workmanlike effort. So we were pleased with that, and we think that we really had some solid development over break when at times it could maybe drag a bit or be a little groggy, a little slow. We don't feel we had that at all, and that was good to see from us, and it's a good sign that we think our guys are really starting to buy into some of those little things that we talk about every day.
Got to be great to see the guys come back with that focus that you talked about, especially off of a holiday break. 2 wins through the first 5 games for you guys, and a wild and an understatement, I guess, to say finish to the 2015 and at Wamego game. How did you guys feel about your team? I know you've talked about kind of what you've worked on, but how did you guys feel about the first 5 games going into break?
We knew the first 2 games were going to be difficult for us because we were breaking in some new guys and some new roles. And we were playing 2 teams that were very seasoned, seasoned veterans on each side of the floor. And those were going to be big challenges for us. But then we came back with 2 contests that we felt that we matched up very well in. So things kind of went as expected, those first 4 games for sure. I think we expected ourselves to be in the game with Wamego a little bit earlier than we were. And Wamego is a fantastic team. And we were able to, storm back in the fourth quarter against them. But we left, I think we tallied it up a couple days ago in film, and I had seen it a few times off and on over break, but there was about 7 to 8 shots there in the first quarter that were good looks for us, good opportunities, and just didn't find the bottom of the rim. I didn't find the bottom of the hoop. And we gave Wamego some second chance opportunities and had some real weak breakdowns on the defensive end. So we were very, very proud of how our guys fought, continued to fight, regardless of the ability of the ball to go through the hoop, continued to fight and gave themselves a chance with under a minute left to cut it to 1 score and then to potentially take the lead. So very pleased with their effort Friday night. But we did feel, after kind of talking about it and going through practice and watching ourselves on film, that we should have been in that game a little bit sooner. But credit the guys. We talk about in practice, having one more run left in it. One more run left in it. We're gonna outwork the other team. We're gonna get up and down the court more than the other team. We're gonna wear them out. And we came over to the side with about 2:50 left, down by 7, and that's exactly what the guys kept telling each other on the sideline. I didn't even have to say it. They took over the huddle and themselves and were pumping each other up. So that was a good step forward for us. It was a really big step forward for us. So through the first 5 games, Rock, I think we're pleased with our development. We've taken some steps forward. Friday against Wamego was a good step forward because we were in a game late against a very good team. Now we got to just take another step forward, which is being in the game for a longer stretch of time against a really good team, and then step 1B, I guess, would be clinching that thing at the end, being able to close one out against a really good squad. So a couple of steps that we still need to take, and then we'll start working on the consistency factor. But pleased with how things have gone so far. Guys are doing great.
Early on you talked about rebounding, and maybe a little bit of that you gave up on Friday against Wamego. The first couple of games, I know the rebounding battle was something you really stressed, and I heard you say you challenged your guys to win that rebounding battle. It appears to me you guys took it to heart. They've worked really hard. They've gotten better and better as those first 5 games go through. And you look at Ethan Rosine averaging 10 boards a game right now. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And Ethan's a guy that there could be 12 or 13. He's had some that he's maybe gotten roughed up on a little bit, and the ball's jostled loose. But he's also had some where he's just outworked them. And I guess getting roughed up a bit and having it jostled loose isn't necessarily to his detriment. Maybe he could have gotten a little foul call. Maybe it's just unfortunate that it was played out as it did. But he's doing a great job on the glass. And sometimes he still lets the other guy get positioning on him. So he could actually be maybe getting 12 or 13 a game, but 10 a game is absolutely amazing. That is just fantastic. That's something that I think he puts on his shoulders and feels like he's obliged to do that he's got to do that for us in order for us to be successful as a team. So, credit to him being a young guy getting out there and really slaving away on the glass. And that trickles down. When we see Ethan working his tail off, the others work their tail off as well. Lane's a big physical presence on the interior and does a great job for us. So does Morgan when he's in there. Caleb Seabold is tenacious on the glass. He's not very big. He's not going to shove a guy around, but he maintains good position and is just ferocious when that ball becomes live. And we've had good backside rebounding from Dalton and from Cade, and Anthony's kind of just got that knack. We're still really working with positioning and maintaining positioning, but he's just got that knack with those long arms and that quick elevating ability to kind of reel those things in throughout the course of the game. So we started off in a big hole against Wamego, but we out-rebounded them second quarter on, which was good. We actually closed that rebounding gap substantially. I think we ended up getting out-rebounded maybe 6 or 8, but it was something like 14 or 16 early on through the first 10 minutes of the game or so. But it will continue to be an emphasis of ours. We are a smaller team. We're not necessarily going to get a lot of offensive rebounds. That's not necessarily an emphasis that we put into our practices and into our program right now with our personnel, but we've got to steal the glass after a good defensive stand. We cannot allow teams to have second chance opportunities on us. We're really believing in that now, and I think that, like you said, I think that's kind of shown itself over the last few games.
Offensively, real quickly, I'll mention the guys that are scoring for you right now, and it's pretty widespread, which is kind of cool. You see different guys stepping up, but you have 3 in double digits, Ethan, Lane, and Cade. You've already mentioned some of the work they do on the defensive end, and almost 4 when you put in Anthony there with nearly 9 points a game. I guess your thoughts overall on your guys scoring the basketball?
It's balanced, and it should be, with especially in a half-court set. The offense that we operate within, we should have a fair amount of our made baskets generated from an assist, and we get a lot of movement and a lot of interchangeability with our half-court offense. So we should be pretty balanced. With that said, we got a couple of positions within that half-court offense that we really emphasize. Ethan's got a good chance with the position that he plays in the half-court to lead us each and every night. And then when you think of our transition game, we love to get a look on the interior if we can initially. If it's a dead ball transition, opportunity. And we also like to just get it to the rim, get it to the middle of the court, and get it to the rim if possible if it's a primary break opportunity, often just a change of possession. So in the transition game, you're going to have a multitude of people score. So, balance is a good thing for us right now, and it's great that we've got 3 in double digits. That's just a testament to their effort on the defensive end to generate some transition opportunities, but also their focus on the offensive end, whether it be in transition or we're in a stagnant half court, to focus up and get an opportunity from what we've been practicing, what we've been running. So looking for that to increase. Dalton struggled a little bit from three-point land here in the last couple of games, but we think that's going to change here in the short term. We've made some adjustments, and he's worked on a couple of things. And our three-point shooting in general has been poor, but we're looking for some better performances from everybody within that. We're not overshooting it, which is good, but we could probably make a few more of those opportunities and maybe take a couple of better shots, select a few better shots as well. But pleased going forward. Pleased with what's happened and excited going forward for sure on each end of the court.
Let's talk about tonight's matchup. Another really good squad coming at you, state-ranked Concordia. The team's good individually. Cooper Holmes is just a special player.
He is, and it's just kind of funny. There was that big basketball game in Lawrence last night, and I just kind of kept saying to myself, well, we get to play the Buddy Hield of our NCKL, Tuesday night, so that's exciting. But Cooper can score from anywhere on the court, and we were talking about it yesterday in practice that when he crosses half court, he's got the green light. He can shoot it and make it from about anywhere. He may not have the quickness and the speed to attack the goal like Dylan Blaine, but he has a little bit more size, so he's physically going to try to get into you. He may not beat you to the rim, but he's going to beat you to a spot and hopefully get you out of position and either put that shot through the rim or he's going to get to the free throw line. So he's a different player than Dylan Blaine, because Dylan was fantastic against us Friday when we played Wamego, and just another great offensive weapon. But he's a fantastic shooter, Cooper is. Does a great job getting to the free throw line. He's deadly in transition. But they also have themselves an old Perry Ellis. Ian Nordell can score with his back to the basket and has a really soft touch on the interior, and then can stretch it from about 16, 17 feet away. And both Burchard brothers love to slash and get to the rim. And they got a freshman in Dylan Reed and another player that comes off the bench that gives them some really solid minutes at the guard spot. So they're not extremely deep, but, man, the first 5 or 6 that they roll out against you are just as good as anybody else in our league or anybody else that we've seen on our schedule. So very tall task defensively tonight. Hopefully we can elevate the pace of the game and look to outlast them if it's possible, and just steal the defensive glass. That'll be big for us. But we're excited about another challenge here, especially a big one that we're not easing into anything as we come back from Christmas break. We're hitting it right away. So we're excited for that.
Well, excited to have you back once again, Coach. Good luck tonight. We'll see you in Con.
Thanks a lot, Rocky. Have a good one.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Partner in growth, over a century of serving you, built on pride in everything we do. Agriculture and farm, we're working hand in hand, looking to the future across this great land. It's where you belong. FarmwayCoop.com. Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Union State Bank, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, Central Office Service and Supply, Bruta Implement, Twin Valley, Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Belleville, and Concordia, and Oldie Seed Farms.
Back once again to Concordia as we bring you the Clay Center Tiger boys matchup tonight as they take on a state-ranked Concordia Panther team that comes in with just the one loss. They're coming to Abilene to close out the 2015 portion, and they're led, of course, by one of those prolific scorers you'll find through his career, certainly this year as a senior in the NCKL across the state. Cooper Holmes averages almost 26 points a game, 11 boards a contest. Ian Nordell, a nice compliment down inside, 11.6 a game. They get 8+ from Ethan Burchard, almost 8 a game from Dylan Reed, 4 points from Billy Burchard. as the Concordia Panthers, you heard Coach Williams say, they're not deep. If the Tigers can kind of wear them down a little bit and hang around, it's a game that they hope to have a chance down the stretch and maybe give them a little fatigue, if anything else.
Well, pretty formidable to play a team that's only got D1. You got some time off to prepare for them. They got a guy scoring 27 points a game and 11 rebounds. And so that's something that you got to work on as a team to help shut that down. And we'll see what Clay Center has in store for them here tonight.
Concordia goes Billy Bichard, 5'11" sophomore, Matt James, a 5'10" junior, Ethan Bichard, 6 foot, the senior, Ian Nordell, 6'4" junior, and Cooper Holmes, we talked about, 6'4" and a senior. For the Tigers, Cade Wallace, 10+ a game, 3 boards and 2 assists, the 5'11" junior. Lane Lively, almost 12 points, 5.5 boards, nearly 3 assists a game for the 6'4" senior. Dalton Altizer, 6 points a game, 2.2 boards, a 5'11" junior. Ethan Rosine, a double-double average on the season, 13 points, 10 boards, a 6'4" senior. And Caleb Seabold, 5.5 points, 3 boards, a one-man press, a 6-foot senior. Just about set to work here in Concordia as the Tigers take on the Panthers to open up to 2016 portion of this season. Both teams on the court. Our opening tip-off just about to get rolling here on a tip-off Tuesday, the first of 2016, and we are underway in Concordia. Panthers control the tip. Cooper Holmes able to tip it back into the hands of Billy Bichard. Bichard works left. Seabold near steal. Now he does come up with it and shovels it off to Rosine. Altizer down the court. Sloppy play on the first possession by Concordia. Caleb Seabold, the one-man press, living up to his name on that first defensive possession. Seabold holds outside. He's got Holmes on him. He'll give it to Lane Lively out deep. Lively's scored 14 and 16 respectively the last 2 games. Here's Rosine, free throw line, turns, spins. Ball fakes it, now leans up, puts it off glass and gets it down. Quick draw, knocks it in to start it, and the Tigers have a 2-0 advantage. Back down court with it is Ethan Bichard. Around left they bring it to Billy Bichard. Now to Ethan. Right wing and deep is Matthew James. At the free throw line, pull-up jumper, Cooper Holmes, rattles off. Rebound, Rosine. Ethan Rosine, a bucket, now defensive board. Altizer, corner right, Wallace, ball fakes it, steps in. Here's Rosine again, strong with the left hand, and strong on the shot. Good move in low, but with that left, just put it too high up off the glass and bounced away from him. Here's Bichard, crossover move, and he throws it away. Altizer takes it, and here comes Clay Center the other direction. Altizer tried to thread the needle, and Ethan Bichard steals it. Concordia is certainly moving up and down the court right now. Here's Cooper Holmes in the lane, and a shot up off glass and good. 2-2 tie. Holmes' first bucket in transition. Here's Cade Wallace, Lane Lively. Now Altizer has it left and deep. Outside it comes to Seabold. 6.5 to work, 2-2. The opening score here at Concordia for the Tigers. Outside is Seabold. High post, it comes to Rosine. Rips it through, takes it up. He's fouled on his way in. Will they call it on the floor or on the shot? And they'll say it is on the floor. So Clay Center's basketball out of bounds. Ian Nordell, though, has his first whistle against him. First call of the game. Tigers will inbound from the baseline. Cade Wallace looking low for Rosine. They'll get it to him against Nordell. Steps into the paint, turns, spins, off glass right side, and he left it short this time. Down court, and Billy Bichard not expecting the pass from Holmes. Seabold takes it down the other way, gives it off to Wallace. Wrap around pass, wide open for Rosine. It's 4-2, Tigers leading. Holmes tried to pass it up the floor. Bichard caught it right in the ear as he wasn't looking back at him, and the turnover gives the Tigers a chance. Rosine's got 4. The Tigers by 2. A timeout by the Concordia sideline. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on KCLY.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
Tiger basketball off to a good start here against Concordia. They lead 4-2. Ethan Bichard goes right wing. They lob it down low. Cooper Holmes in a double team gets it up. It's blocked by Rosine. They call the foul in low. Holmes will get to the free throw stripe to shoot 2. Excellent free throw shooter along with the shooting touch for Holmes around the perimeter. Rosine got a lot of basketball right there, but he did pick up the foul his first.
That's going to be the trouble for Clay Center tonight. Matching up with Holmes, keeping him out of the paint, and trying to keep him off the boards.
This is the first free throw. I just said he's a very good free throw shooter. He got a great touch from anywhere on the floor, for that matter. Missed the first, buries the second. Tiger lead is 1 at 4-3. Play Center back the other way. Here's Rosine. Left on the wing it goes to Siebold. Caleb ball fake. He got Nordell up in the air. That's going to be the second on the 6'4 junior. This is not a deep team. They play 6-7 guys. That's about as deep as they go on the sideline as 2 guys. And Ian Nordell, certainly one of their leading scorers, 11.5 plus, and he's on the sideline now with his second foul. Play Center from the sideline to inbound to Lane Libby into the front court. He'll drive toward the paint, turns, spins, leans off glass, no. Battles the loose ball. Rosine on the floor, keeping it alive. The arrow belongs to Concordia, excuse me. So the Tigers good hustle inside by Rosine, but the basketball does go back to the Panthers. Now the officials are, I said Clay Center's basketball. Cooper Holmes controlled the tip to begin this basketball game. So that should be Tiger possession, and now they've gotten it straightened out. I didn't think I'd missed a jump ball call since the opening tip. So Clay Center will have it on the baseline. Cade Wallace will inbound. They'll stack all 4 Tigers opposite of the ball side inbounds in the lane. They look to the corner, not there. Now to Siebold, now to Rosine. They go to Siebold in the corner. Caleb, dribble penetrates, kicks it out right side. Lane Libby, 3-ball, bam! Magic has been lighting it up from the 3-point line. He's been very efficient, shooting extremely well. He's now 8 of 17 from beyond the arc this season, and it's 7-3 Tigers. Here's Holmes. Leans in, shot off glass and good. Holmes now with 4. The Tiger lead is 2, 7-5. Cade Wallace down court. Cade off to Rosine, around left to Siebold. 5 minutes to work in the first quarter. Tigers up by 2 with the basketball. Siebold hands it outside deep to Libby with that 3 last time down. Rosine looking for the lob at the top, not there. Now Altizer has it, left side wing. He's used his dribble, needs some help. Cade Wallace has it on the sideline left. Now dribbles out of trouble, Bouchard on him. Now the poke out by Billy Bouchard, picked up by Altizer. Now Dalton behind the back. He's working against Marez. Dalton's used his dribble up to the high post. Libby turns, fakes, leans in, left hand shot, no. Rebound, battles for loose ball. Libby has it, foul called inside. And Lane Libby not to be denied inside the paint. It's a strong play, Walt. Didn't get the foul on the shot, just stayed right after it.
Yes, be able to follow his shot, get an offensive rebound, and get another foul on Concordia.
The foul this time against Matthew James, his first. Dylan Reed is checked in for Concordia. Pass comes into Rosine. Turns, spins, ball fakes, off glass, just misses. Went up against Cooper Holmes that time. The rebound to Ethan Bouchard. Gets in the air, out to the right wing. Cooper Holmes for 3, and he buries it. The lead now for Concordia, 8-7. And Cooper Holmes with 8 points in the game. You got it. And now the Tigers turn the basketball over back the other way.
Well, that's pretty tough when this guy is so much of a load to handle in the paint, and now he just comes down and pulls up from 20 feet and buries it.
With the basketball back the other way. That is tough. And he was out of the offense, but he's still stride or 2 beyond the arc, and he can hit that all night long. He's got the green light anytime he wants. 3-point attempt, Reed no good. Rebound to Bouchard. Shot up and missing, and Anthony Atkinson-Enneking just in with the board. 3-on-2 numbers down court. Great feed. Missing is Libby. Tipping is Enneking. Then back up again by Siebold. Now Libby had a great look and just couldn't get it down. Tigers had 3 terrific opportunities, unable to finish one down in the paint. 8-7. Tigers trail by 1. Down to the high post it goes to Holmes against Atkinson-Enneking, and great defense. Siebold trying to save it in bounds, and the basketball out of bounds to Concordia once again. Holmes draws a crowd inside, obviously, and did that time. And the Tigers almost came up with the steal as it ended up going out of bounds. With the basketball outside is Holmes against Atkinson-Enneking. Did a good job to defend. Now Mares for three. No. Rebound tipped. Atkinson Innicky out of the pack. No numbers. Now he'll fake it and drive it and finish it. The Ant-Man puts the Tigers back on top. 9-8 going coast to coast. He showed the basketball as if a pass, then took it strong and kissed it off the window. Now Libby and Atkinson Innicky with the board. He'll be called for a travel, caught in a pile down the back in the paint, and they called him for steps, trying to step out of there. How about the finish on the last time down?
Oh, it's impressive. Just have to be here to see that one. I don't know how to describe it any better than you can.
I just said he had no numbers, and then he kind of showed the fake pass with the one-hand right, ripped it back across, and drove it to the paint and just finished over a defender. Here's Holmes for two. Over Atkinson and Innicky good. He now has all 10 of the Panther points. It's 10-9. Clay Center down just one. 2:40 to go. Opening quarter. Seabold will drive. Ball ripped away. Atkinson Innicky for three. Just off the mark. Rebound away to Matthew James. Here's Ethan Bichard. Kick out to James. Now around right it comes to Billy Bichard. He'll hand it off to Mares. One-man press. Caleb Seabold near steal. Almost came up with it. Now to the baseline left, and we've got a timeout taken by the Concordia sideline. Tigers down one, 2:19 to work first quarter. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on KCLY.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. I want to invite you to come out and try our service department. We have a express lane for oil changes and much, much more. No waiting, 30 minutes or less, no appointment necessary. Make your vehicle road ready. Or if you need heavier work done, we've got certified technicians that can do jobs from recall work, regular maintenance, all the way to complete engine repair. So come out and see us at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center.
Twin Valley proudly announces our new Pulse Gigabit Internet, available now in Clay Center. Equal to 1,000 megabits per second, our new speeds can support all your devices, all at the same time. Stream movies, download content, surf the web, and more. No buffering and no waiting. So what are you waiting for? New customers who call today get 2 months free internet service. Visit twinvalley.net or give us a call at 800-515-3311. Twin Valley Pulse, your life connected.
10-9 ball game, 2:18 to work here in the opening quarter. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer, Bernie Vancello. We have Walt Wallace, Kerry Carlson alongside on this tip-off Tuesday of 2016. If you missed it earlier, Lady Tigers held on. A great test from Concordia. Clay Center did win at 46-40. Concordia now with the basketball, running a weave out top, and they'll settle for a long three-pointer from Cooper Holmes. No good. The long rebound comes to Lane Lively. Cade Wallace down the court, right side. Crosses over toward the baseline. Now backs it out with a dribble. Here's Atkinson Innicky trying to get it inside. Holmes the steal, and a foul against the Tigers before Cooper Holmes could get to the lane. Atkinson Innicky trying to get it into his senior post down low, but just didn't have a good angle, and Holmes read it and took it away. The foul is called against Libby, his first. Be the second team foul against Clay Center. 3 whistled against the Panthers. There's a drive by Ethan Bichard and a foul called against Ethan Rosine on the drive. It wasn't much contact, but he had an open hand on the back of the ball handler, and that's something they're trying to emphasize. They do, for the most part, it seems, this year. Atkinson Innicky near steal on the inbound. On the sideline, Cooper Holmes able to save it in. That foul on Rosine, his second, is something we'll keep an eye on. Just the first quarter still, 1:42 to go. Here's Holmes against Atkinson Innicky. Gets inside the lane. Shot is up and good. Cooper Holmes 12, Tigers 9. Here's Seabold down court with it, left wing. Hesitation move. Now backs it out with a dribble. Calls a play. Looks out deep for Libby, and we've got a foul called against the Tigers away from the basketball. And I believe they get Atkinson Innicky on the call. Let's see what the call is. It is going to be on Anthony, and that's his first. Their team's fourth now against Clay Center.
Not good that they called it on Anthony, but I thought for a second Ethan had picked up his third.
Yeah, it was in the area anyway, but yeah, it was on Atkinson Innicky. Here's Billy Bichard out top to Mares. Back to Bichard. Holmes goes inside. Faces up, turns, spins, leans, shot up, no. Rebound tip, gets his own board, back up and swatted away Atkinson Inniking. Then he saves it back in. Seabold and Bouchard battle for it. Now a backdoor look to the corner. Inside, Marez to Bouchard. Bucket good. Chance at a three-point play. Tigers had a great opportunity with a block shot from Atkinson Inniking. He saved it back in, but then they found Marez in the corner, who found Ethan Bouchard, who got the bucket and a chance out a three-point play. And now the Tigers trail by 5, 14-9. At the stripe, Bouchard, one free throw, and it's good. So the first points, besides coming from Cooper Holmes for Concordia at 53 seconds to go. Now Altizer, wide open three ball, bangs it in. Altizer from long range. Coach Kelly Williams called that at pregame. He said he has struggled with his three-point shot. They think they've worked on some things, and Dalton's gained a lot of confidence over the break. A big three-pointer knocked down there. It's a three-point ball game. Tigers down by that triple. Here's a drive by Bouchard. A foul's going to be called. 2 shots coming for the Panthers. And Ethan Bouchard, who made his last free throw, is headed back to the stripe here to shoot 2. Foul is called on Caleb Seabold on the drive by Ethan Bouchard. That is his second. So just the first quarter, Rosine and Seabold both with 2 fouls already. Free throw rattles around and falls in for Ethan Bouchard, who has 4 points now. 16-12. Tigers trail by 4.
And 6 total team fouls against the Tigers. So the whole second quarter, any fouls, the Concordia is going to be shooting free throws on.
Mason Alberg checking in now for the Tigers as Seabold, that second foul comes off. Atkinson, Inniking, Leiby, Altizer, and Wallace on the court. Bouchard makes both free throws. Dalton Altizer will bring it down the court. Billy Bouchard out on him, 26 to work. Tigers down 5. Atkinson, Inniking against Cooper Holmes. Left and deep for Alberg. Back to Atkinson, Inniking. He'll spin, turn, drive, hangs in the air, short on the lay-in. Rebound to Bouchard with 13. Down court, Cooper Holmes. Hesitation dribble, backs it out, double team, fires it way out top with 8, with 7. Ethan Bouchard crosses over toward the lane, kick out in the corner, three-pointer from Cooper Holmes is good at the buzzer. We'll head to the second quarter. The Tigers trailing 20-12 as we go to the second here in Con. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
I was about to close the store when in walked Father Time. Can I help you, sir?
I sure hope so. Can you imagine the record keeping involved with being Father Time? It's daunting. I think I need a new system.
Well, you've come to the right place. Here at Central Office Supply, we have the filing cabinets and storage boxes you need to organize all your records so that everything will be neat and tidy.
Fabulous. I'll take a truckload of each.
A truckload?
Thousands of years of records, my boy. Better make that 2 truckloads of each.
Resistant weeds are an ongoing threat to crop yields and likely will be an even bigger problem next growing season. Lucky for you, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready to help you out. We offer custom applications to knock down those weeds and keep them under control. Come in and visit with any of our field experts about how to stay ahead of weeds and give your crops the early advantage in the spring. We'd be glad to go over a custom application program for you at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Tigers see Cooper Holmes go off for 15 first quarter points. The Tigers trail 20-12. The big blow, the last second 3 that jumped what was a 5-point game up to 8, and it looks a little different today, yes. The Tigers did have a great opening quarter. Despite some foul trouble, we'll have to keep an eye on Caleb Seabold and Ethan Rosine, both with 2 fouls. Now, the Panthers do have Ian Nordell out with 2 fouls that came early in this game as well. Lob down inside for Holmes, double teamed. He takes it up in a crowd. Wallace and Altizer double teaming. And Holmes now with 17 in the first half. Here's Alberg, right side wing to the free throw line. Atkinson, Inniking, shot up, no. Rebound to Holmes. 22-12, Tigers down 10. Ball to the baseline, Reed. Bellied up by Mason Alberg. Now to the baseline right, Billy Bouchard to the post. Inside, Holmes against Altizer. Tough defensive assignment for the Tigers down and low. And now Holmes has 19, and the Tigers trail by a dozen. Altizer hit his first 3, hits his second, and the Tigers right back within 9 points at 24-15. Keep that going in the game. You can open up some things for the Tigers offensively. Here's Holmes in the corner right. Back to Marez. Billy Bouchard around left to Ethan Bouchard. Holmes flashes in the paint. Dumps it off further across the lane. Mares now has it on the right wing. Across to Reed. Fakes the three. Allberg in his face. Dribble drives. Kicks it out to Holmes. Ball fake. Drives in. Pulls. Fall away 15-footer good. 21 first half points for Cooper Holmes. Tigers trail by 11. Here's Allberg. Atkinson Innicky. He'll attack. Fingertip roll. Rattles in. The Ant-Man with 4. The Tigers again down 9. 26-17. Here's Bouchard left to Ethan Bouchard. Now right wing, Reed. Corner right. Billy Bouchard. Dribble penetrates. Hangs in the air. Wild shot. No good. Libby the board. Down court to Wallace. Cade crosses over. Gets by a defender. Teardrop up and down. Murph knocks it in on the drive on the baseline right in transition. The Tigers right back within 7. 26-19. Stay with us. Tiger basketball. We'll continue next.
Holy man, woman, and child, it's a new year. Where did 2016 go? Of course, since it's January, it means that it's time for the Walls True Value Tool Sale. That's right, air compressors, cordless drills and tools, reciprocating saws, right angle grinders, and more on sale at Walls True Value, along with a coupon book sale for the ladies. Stop in and see what you can buy at bargain prices at Walls True Value, 423 Lincoln, in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
6:07 to work here in the first half. The Tigers Chiefs battling. What a teardrop shot by Cade Wallace before that last time out the Panthers take. They sit are within 7 right now despite 21 first half points. Cooper Holmes.
Pretty impressive. He scored from everywhere, too. Inside, outside. He's a load to guard for any of the Tigers.
21-19 Cooper Holmes, and then you throw in the 5 from Ethan Bouchard. It's a 26-19 ball game. Panthers do have the basketball back. Lob down low. This is Nordell back in, and Rosine as well. So the two guys with 2 fouls back on the court battling each other. Shot from Nordell is good. And now it's a 28-19 ball game. Rosine left to Altizer. He's hit 2 threes right in that same area. Gives it back outside to Libby. Around right is Wallace. He fakes the 3. Now gives it out to Libby at the point. Parker Folks in there along with Rosine, Libby, and Altizer and Wallace. Altizer holds it outside. Cooper Holmes defending him now. Now Altizer starts to dribble drive, gets the screen from Rosine. Wide open look off glass and good. Using the window is Altizer, and he's got 8. It's 28-21. Cooper Holmes' length, I think, negating what Altizer wanted to rise up and shoot a 3 with, but was able to dribble drive and get around and find the open shot off the screen from Rosine. Foul on Cade Wallace on a dribble penetration from Billy Bouchard. This will be a 1-and-1 as Wonk, you mentioned it earlier. 6 fouls late in the first quarter, so from here on out, Concordia's in the bonus.
Clay Center so far 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Clay Center yet to shoot a free throw.
Well, there's only 3 fouls thus far called against the Panthers in the first half. That's the 7th whistle against the Tigers, and Bouchard's got a chance at a 1-and-1. 5'11" sophomore missing. Rebound ripped down by Ethan Rosine. Lane Libby will bring it himself. Libby at the point. He hit a 3 earlier. He backs it out now, gives it off to Altizer, who's knocked down 2 threes. Parker Folks left wing. He'll look inside. 1 dribble, stops, kicks it out deep to Libby. Lane Libby working it right off the screen from Rosine. Libby pressured by Ethan Bouchard. Now outside to Parker Folks. Back to Altizer. Left wing deep. Cade Wallace wants the 3. Just off the mark, rimmed away. Rebound to Ethan Bouchard. Concordia wanted to rush it down to the corners. Reed. He'll stop, kick it deep, left corner. Holmes guarded, 3-pointer short. Rebound, Rosine rips it down. Tigers have it, down by 7. Long pass toward Libby. It's tipped away by Billy Bouchard. Out of bounds to the Tigers in the corner. Good hustle by Bouchard. Good idea for the Tigers to push the issue. Atkinson Inniking back on for Clay Center. Libby will get a breather. Altizer, Folks, Rosine, Wallace on the court. 4:31 to work first half. Clay Center down 28-21 with the basketball. Here's Rosine out deep to Atkinson Inniking. Now left is Wallace. Bouchard on him. So Altizer in the lane, turning, spinning off glass. No. Rebound. Tips inside. Rosine gets it to the free throw line. Altizer for 2. Rims off. Rebound. Rosine again. Back up and cannot finish. The tip forward by Atkinson Inniking goes right to Concordia. Boy, Rosine, not to be denied, and there just could not get a finish. And now on the other end, they do get it from Dylan Reed. Tigers down by 9. Here's Wallace down court. He's bumped and then hit again. Well, they call this on the floor. Still no free throws for the Tigers. They'll take it out of bounds on the baseline. 30-21. It's a really tough call because Wallace was obviously going to the 10, and they will not give the shots. Instead, play center out of bounds on the baseline. Wallace out deep to Altizer. He's got Reed on him. He's hit 2 threes. This one's short. The rebound to Cooper Holmes. Bouchard has it. Just under 4 to work. Tigers down by 9. Ethan Bouchard pulls up off glass. No. Rebound. Rosine again. Ethan is racking up the boards in this ball game already. Altizer to the post. Parker Folks muscles his way up off glass. No. Rebound. Folks again. He and Rosine both battling. Rosine had it stripped away, and they're going to call this out of bounds off Concordia. Rosine that time, they just stripped across his wrists to get the ball out of bounds. No foul was called, but it will be Clay Center basketball. Rosine will come out. Leiby back in. Caleb Siebold also returning for the Tigers. Here's Altizer. Step back 3 in the corner. His third of the game. He's got 10 here and a half. The Tigers within 6. 3:25 to work first half. Billy Bouchard brings it across. Dalton, Altizer. They worked on some things evidently over the break. Coach Williams said they had. Here's Holmes inside. He has 23 first half points. But again, the Tigers down by just 8. Siebold leans inside off the Folks. Parker attacks to the left. Blocked. He gets it back, and they call him for the travel. Unless he stuttered when he caught the ball. The ball had been blocked up top.
Yeah, I think the ref didn't think that Concordia touched the ball. But to me, it looked pretty evident that they had.
Yeah, I agree. 3:01 to work here in the first half. Tigers trail 32-24. Concordia with the basketball. Outside is Ethan Bouchard with Leiby on him. Now to Cooper Holmes, beyond the arc, right side. Now he comes across to Billy Bouchard, left wing. Atkinson Inniking kicks it away for a moment. We've got a foul called on the Panthers. That'll go the other way. The Ant-Man made the defensive play, and then Bouchard held him so he couldn't get down the court for the run-out. So the Tigers will have it back. That foul on Billy Bouchard, his second. In the Tigers, still not in the bonus. It's only the 5th team foul against Concordia in the half. Tigers have been whistled for only 2 more, but they were whistled for a bunch early in the first quarter. 32-24. Atkinson Inniking will inbound. Cade Wallace back in with the basketball. Leiby, Rosine, Siebold on the court. Leiby has it out deep. Holmes now on Leiby. Here's Atkinson Inniking, right or left sideline, I should say. Back out deep between the circles to Siebold. And we have a timeout taken now by Coach Kelly Williams on the Tigers sideline. 2:26 left to work first half. Tigers trailing 32-24 with the basketball when we return.
Why would you get a home loan at Union State Bank? 1, your loan stays here in Clay Center, which means it's not sold to a lender in another state or country. 2, you can come in and see the same loan officer who helped you with your loan, which means no 800 numbers or foreign-speaking customer service reps. 3, this is your loan with your local bank for your community. Union State Bank has helped hold this community together for over 100 years, so let us help you out on your next loan. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
The other NCKL matchup tonight, I have a score on the Abilene-Chapman ball game, 29-19. Abilene leads at half. Ryan Wilson, 11 for the Cowboys. Brennan Harris, the league's leading scorer, with 14 for Chapman. Tigers here trail by 8 with the basketball. That coming off the sideline timeout. Panthers in a extended zone, almost a 1-3-1 look on the zone right now. Atkinson Inniking, left wing, out top to Wallace. He'll back it out. Bouchard chasing. Now to Anthony. Skip pass across to Siebold. Now he'll hold. Ball fake and drive. Gets to the paint. Tripped up. Fouled on his way in there. Still no free throws, but Tigers will have it on the baseline. Let's see who the foul goes against. And it is on Manny Mares, the 16th foul on the Panthers. So Cade Wallace will inbound from the baseline. Slaps the play in motion. Corner right, it comes to Siebold. Caleb has it stripped away by Juarez, and then out of bounds. Mares steps out, and it's Clay Center's basketball again. Oh, and the underneath official is going to be overruled by an outside official. Mares was forced out, they say, by the Tigers' Caleb Siebold. I do think he forced him out, but I'm not sure he didn't step out to begin with.
I think that's what the underneath official was saying, too, that he had stepped out before he got pushed.
And that is the third foul on Caleb Siebold on the call.
There's no way the outside official knew if he was out of bounds or not.
Mares will get a 1-and-1 chance. Front end up and rattles home. That's a big possession change. The Tigers had it underneath the basket, had gotten a couple of fouls called on Concordia, and then the basketball stripped away by Mares, and then a push-out called on Siebold, his third. And now Ian Nordell able to go up and get a offensive rebound. Rosine, though, a shot blocked, and Nordell again, and we've got a travel, and the Tigers get it back. A 9-point Panther lead. Mares hit one of two charities. And then Nordell got the offensive board, shot blocked by Rosine, and then the travel on the pump fake by Nordell inside. And the Tigers have it with a minute 53 to work, down 33-24. Altizer walks it up. Got Matthew James out on him. Double team comes at him. Cade Wallace lobs to the corner for Atkinson Inniking. He'll drive and attack, and a blocking foul called against the Panthers' Ethan Bouchard, and this is going to be a 1-and-1 now for Atkinson Inniking. Blocking foul against Ethan Bouchard, and that puts Atkinson Inniking at the line for a 1-and-1, but the Tigers trailing 9, 33-24 here in the first half.
The Tigers finally getting to the line here in the first half.
Yeah, the first free throw attempt of the half for the Tigers. And it's short on the charity. Rebound away to Cooper Holmes. The Tigers unable to cash it in. Holmes brings it up himself. Top of the key stops, kicks it out to James. To Bouchard. Left wing is Reed. Holmes posting inside. Wallace patrolling down there. Now the drive in low. Shot missed. Holmes. The rebound blocked by Rosine again. He comes down with the board off to Altizer. Dalton racing down the court. In the lane, hangs and shoots the roller. No, the tip-up though is good. Altizer has 12 here in the first half, and the Tigers are right back within 7. A minute 8 to work, first half of play. Here's Reed out top, right on the wing to Ethan Bouchard. Holmes with the crowd around him inside. Bouchard will drive to the baseline. Reed takes it, now takes the three. No. Weak side board, Holmes. He'll take it up, fouled by Cade Wallace, and that'll put Holmes at the line to shoot 2. Holmes has 23 in the first half. He had 21, though, the quarter break. So he's gone quiet, I guess, in a 23-point first half performance, if that makes any sense.
And his teammates have stepped up a little bit, but he is he's getting a lot of attention from the Tigers when he gets the ball.
He's now 2 of 3 at the line and has 24 points in this first half of play. Rosine will come out, Folks back in, Leiby, Atkinson, Inniking, Altizer, and Wallace on the floor for the Tigers. Holmes buries both free throws. 35-26, a 9-point ball game, 48 to work, first half. Tigers have it. Leiby left wing and deep off the pass from Galton Altizer. Leiby now looks for a cutter. Now ball fakes it. Dribble drives, hangs in the air. The teardrop, no. Rebound tipped up. Leiby almost got it again, but Holmes comes up with it for Concordia. We'll see if the Panthers go for 1 before the quarter break. They lead it by 9. They hit a 3 at the end of the first quarter on a dribble penetrate by Ethan Bouchard, who has the ball now, and a kick out to Cooper Holmes. 20 seconds left. Leiby inches out to defend. Now with 13. Bouchard still hasn't gone anywhere with 11, with 10. Okay, dribble penetrates, hangs, kick out in the corner. It's Reed for 3. This one goes home. Tigers, Altizer from half court. gets it up off the glass, and we'll head to halftime. Tigers will trail by a dozen going to the break, 38-26 here in Concordia.
Make your new devices shine with Twin Valley Pulse Internet. Get 1,000 megabits per second upload and download high-speed internet. Ideal for video streaming, online gaming, and multiple device households. Include all your devices on one superior connection and get a home Wi-Fi network to enjoy any room internet convenience. Call Twin Valley to upgrade your internet at 800-515-3311, just in time for the holidays. Service availability and internet speed will vary depending on location. Certain restrictions apply.
They say you don't become number one by being lucky. Valley Irrigation is proof of that. No one sells more pivots than Valley. Smart growers know the legendary quality and durability of Valley pivots are second to none. From structural superiority to technical excellence, there are more reasons to choose Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth, over a century of serving you. Built on pride in everything we do. Agriculture and farmway working hand in hand. Looking to the future across this great land. It's where you belong. FarmwayCoop.com. Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Radio Shack brings fun and electronics together like no place else. Check out their remote control toys and drones, or maybe the 7-inch Fire tablet for kids equipped with Wi-Fi. You can also find the Apple TV bundle to make viewing internet videos more enjoyable, speakers to make it all sound better, and portable power sticks that fit neatly in your purse in case your cell phone gets too low before you make it home. Useful, practical, and fun. Shop Radio Shack inside Patterson's Health Mart in Clay Center.
38-26 ball game. We are at the half. The Clay Center Tigers down by a dozen. I tell you, Wonk, without two last-second three-pointers at the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter, now those aren't gimmies by any stretch. Concordia hits them. If those don't go down, this is really interesting.
Yeah, they were both in the same spot, too. A corner over there, clear over there, right in front of the drum section. But Clay Center's hanging around here. I mean, with the first half that Cooper Holmes has had, that's pretty impressive. And Clay Center, they haven't put Clay Center away yet. Clay Center's been knocking down a few shots of their own. We need to find some answer for Cooper Holmes here in the second half. But if we can keep scoring like we are, we can hang around a little bit longer in this basketball game. You never know what happens down toward the end.
And that was the idea, to hang around, wear them down, and then see what you can do maybe down the stretch. Tigers do have some foul issues. They'll have to keep an eye on. Caleb Seafold with 3. Ethan Rosine has 2 fouls here in the first half. So those are important cogs to what the Tigers are trying to accomplish on the floor. And they are in a little foul issue to begin as we begin the second half here in a while. Tigers down 38-26. It's been a really tight, nip-and-tuck game. Concordia 2 late second three-pointers at the end of the first and third quarters, or second quarters, really the difference between this being a really tight basketball game. 38-26, stay with us. More from halftime coming up.
Central Valley Ag Pro Edge Risk Management for grain producers. Year-round planning.
We work one-on-one with producers to help them build and devise marketing plans with your own consultant, very specific to your operation.
CVA Pro Edge Sales Manager Luke Beckman factors in all variables.
Land cost, what's our investment in fertility, and what does the market present as far as opportunities.
Full service, agronomy, supplies, and Pro Edge marketing. Contact Central Valley Ag.
Where the customer comes first.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer, or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started. Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Price and value are top reasons consumers purchase private label items, and Ray's Apple Market has their shelves full of a variety of grocery products and labels. Customers feel the quality of private labels are often equal to the name brand. From chips to dairy, canned goods to cereal, private label foods and beverages are a popular choice for people watching their budget without sacrificing taste. Shop Ray's Apple Market and see the savings add up when you buy the private label grocery items.
Flavor to your next get-together with Subway Catering, featuring good-to-go boxed meals with a side and freshly baked cookie, crowd-pleasing giant subs, and piled-high sandwich platters overflowing with flavorific choices. All made the way you say with everything you love. Subway Catering is simple, satisfying with something for everyone. A great value for any budget. Visit Subway.com to order and let us take care of any occasion. Subway, cater fresh.
Some catering orders may require 24-hour advance notice.
38-26 ball game. We are at the half. The Tigers down by that 12-point margin, down 8 after the opening quarter. That was a 5-point game until the 3-ball hit at the buzzer, and then at the 12-point game here, it was a 9-point contest. Really tough turn of events for the Tigers. Out of a timeout, offensive possession. They were down 7 or 9 at the time, but then the foul was called on Caleb Siebold, which is his third, and free throw on the other end, then an offensive board, and that really turned things into a double-digit lead along with 3 from Reed to close out that second period.
Yeah, and a little bit of a controversial call there, too, but that changed the possession. And the Concordia shot the ball well here in the first half. Clay Center's trying to hang in there defensively. Ethan Rosine hasn't put the ball in the hole as much as he usually has, but he's got a great first half. He's got 7 rebounds and 2 blocks, and trying to keep his team hanging around here.
And he's doing that with 2 fouls. He got the 2 fouls early, had 2 quick buckets, 4 points. Then he got into foul trouble, had to sit for a little bit. But I like the aggressiveness, the smart aggressiveness he's used in the second quarter with 2 fouls. He didn't do anything that was silly, but he kept himself in the game and stayed after it. Sometimes guys who get fouls, they don't want to sit on that bench, so they kind of get real short hands, and that's not been the case for Ethan.
That's right. And he's gotten, I said 7 rebounds, right. And I think probably about half of those have been offensive rebounds on his behalf, too. So keeping the motor running, keeping the Tigers close here or within striking distance.
How about the scoring of Dalton Altizer in the first half of play? It's 3 3-pointers, 2 2-point field goals. He leads the way right now for this team with 13 first-half points. That's half of the Tigers' scoring. And it's been a situation where he's got enough range. He puts it up there so soft. We saw that in the first 5 games. But Coach Kelly Williams pointed him out in pregame and said he's worked really hard. He's gained some confidence. He really expected his three-point shooting to just really it was disappointing for Dalton, the way he shot the 3 in the first portion of the season. Well, obviously, he's corrected a few things, and the confidence ought to be high right now.
Yeah, and that's the best first half of basketball I've seen Dalton play, and he keeps that up. That's keeping his teammates in this game also. And the Tigers, and Lane hit a three-pointer too. So
right.
4 first-half three-pointers by the Tigers.
Meanwhile, the Concordia Panthers, 25 first-half points for Cooper Holmes, and he had a quiet second quarter night. He had 21 points at the end of the first period, and 25 as we go into this halftime break. So he is lighting it up. Tigers, though, hanging around. They're down just 12, 38-26 here at the break. Take another timeout. I'll give you a look at all the scoring in the first half when we return.
Holy man, woman, and child, it's a new year. Where did 2016 go? Of course, since it's January, it means that it's time for the Walls True Value Tool Sale. That's right, air compressors, cordless drills and tools, reciprocating saws, right angle grinders, and more on sale at Walls True Value, along with a coupon book sale for the ladies. Stop in and see what you can buy at bargain prices at Walls True Value, 423 Lincoln, in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
What's next in weed technology control? Oldie Seed now offers Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, the newest solution for weed control. Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans is an advanced soybean treatment product that will provide tolerance to dicamba and glyphosate. If you've been battling hard to control weeds in your fields, worry no more. This product is built on the high-yielding Genuity Roundup Ready 2 yield trait, and it is available today from Oldie Seed.
Get more than propane when Propane Central delivers. Get a free gas system check, payment plans to fit any budget, and flexible delivery options. You can also earn free gas with their generous customer referral program. Just another way, Propane Central offers the best value in propane.
Propane Central, need of innovator and friend.
If you're searching for a Ford truck, car, or SUV, Hanson Ford is here to serve you. They have a wide selection of both new and pre-owned vehicles. Browse their inventory to find the perfect Ford model to meet your needs. For quality service on your vehicle, Hanson Ford has you covered. They offer competitive pricing for parts and service and any maintenance your car may need, from oil changes to full tune-ups. For a great experience at a Ford dealership near you, stop by Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
Back once again, we bring you to Concordia. The Clay Center Tigers down at the half, 38-26. Scoring for Concordia, not too tough to add up. 25 from Cooper Holmes, 6'4" senior. That's his halftime scoring. 5 from Dylan Reed, the 3 at the end of the half. You also have Ethan Bouchard with 5, 3 for 3 at the free throw stripe. Ian Nordell has 2. Also 2 fouls on Nordell. Manny Perez with 1 free throw in the first half for the Panthers. The Tigers led by the 13 from Dalton Altizer, as mentioned. They get 4 each from Anthony Atkinson, Inniking, 4 from Ethan Rosine, a 3-ball from Lane Lively, and Cade Wallace finished on a drive down inside. The Tigers, again, trail here at the half, 38-26. I want to remind you, coming up this week, Clay Center Tiger basketball on the way Friday night at Chapman. Bill Casper will have the call on that game for you as the Tigers take on the Irish in another NCKO matchup. Then Saturday afternoon, it's football. It's playoff football, Walt. It's the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Houston, a rematch of Game 1 this year. The Chiefs won that one 27-20, and the Chiefs now looking for their 11th straight win. And this one, of course, coming in the playoffs, the tournament, as Coach Andy Reid calls it. They kick off at 3:35.
Yeah, 10 in a row. We just need 4 more. He calls Super Bowl champ.
That's how it works, right?
Well, been a good year so far in Kansas City sports. We might as well end it that one.
You know, we talked about this the other day on the air. I was really shocked when I read it, and then I tried to think back. Of course, that they were correct. The first year ever that the Royals and Chiefs have made the playoffs in the same year. That blew my mind.
It shocked me, too. My daughter told me that. Well, then I thought about it for a while.
Same thing here. And I couldn't come up with one.
No, that's right.
Amazing stuff. So hopefully we'll have a good one for you on Saturday. The pregame on that is at 2 p.m. One more timeout. We'll come back and get you set for the second half. The Tigers down 38-26 here at Concordia.
I was straightening my office when...
Paper! I got your paper!
What in the world?
A whole truckload of premium 96 bright multi-purpose paper.
Paper?
Where do you want it?
Oh my. We'll have to have a sale on this. Normally it's $45.95 per carton, but I'm thinking $39.95 for all this. $37.95 for 10 cartons or more.
Look, buddy, I don't care what you sell it for. I just need it off my truck.
For the best prices on paper we've had in a long time, come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, or in the classroom. Our support doesn't stop when the season is over or the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our community and country. CNB offers a student checking. This account will transition you from being a local student to attending the college of your choice. Stop by and talk with one of our CSRs today. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
38-26, Tigers will have the basketball to begin the second half, and Tigers get themselves in position. They've been down and battled and gotten close, including Wamego in the closeout of that 2015 portion of the year. Here's Lane Lively inside, trying to wrap it around to Ethan Rosine and knocked it bounce off Concordia. So they know that the position they're in. They kind of like that they put themselves in this opportunity. Pass out top. Rosine gets by a defender. Now hangs in the air, goes strong and lays it in. Cooper Holmes tried to draw the charge. No whistle. And Rosine with 6 points now. The Tigers within 10. Here's a drive by Ethan Bouchard. Puts it up off the glass, and he cashes it in. Ethan Bouchard now has 7 in the game. Down court quickly. Cade Wallace wide open. 3-ball short. And the rebound to Matthew James. Good look in transition. Nobody around Cade Wallace, and Murph just left it short that time. Here's Cooper Holmes to James. In the corner left, Billy Bouchard. And we have a travel on Bouchard, the drive inside the paint. Turnover gives it right back to the Tigers, who trail by a dozen. That was the halftime score. Both teams have countered with a bucket each on their opening possessions. Altizer will walk it up the floor and across the timeline. He led the Tigers in the first half with 13 points, including 3 trades. He's got James out on him. Wallace, left wing deep. Caleb Siebold with those 3 fouls. They clear it out for him. Siebold doesn't drive. Now a backdoor move by Wallace. Cade gets in the lane with the left hand around Ian Nordell. Wallace with 4. And the Tigers back within 10 again, 40-30. Bouchard walks it across. Tigers man-to-man. Nordell to the corner. Bouchard lobs it in low. Here's Holmes. 3 defenders around him. To Bouchard. He'll stop. Doesn't want to take the 10-footer. Now kicks it across. Nearly taken by Siebold. It goes back out deep to Billy Bouchard. Nordell on Rosine. The drive, the spin. Kicks it off. The shot blocked by Rosine, but a foul is going to be called. Got a lot of basketball, but then he came all the way across the arm. It was a need to call for the official down inside. So Quick Draw picks up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bad decision by Ethan, and he knows that he had a smaller player on him. He probably could have blocked that shot or at least disrupted it bad enough he missed it without bringing that arm down, but he brought the arm down and made contact.
James at the stripe knocks in the first of 2 free throws. That foul on Rosine again, his 3rd. Free throw misses here. Rosine another rebound. That's 8 boards in the game now for Ethan. Wallace down court, back outside to Altizer. Left wing deep is Lively. 6:20 to work. Tigers down by 11. Backdoor look for Caleb Siebold. His shot up and good. The feed from Magic Lively in the one-man press has his first points of the night. Tigers back within single digits at 9. They were down 12 at half. Now trailing 41-32. Concordia the basketball. Tigers trying to front Cooper Holmes with a smaller player. Oh, what a drive by Nordell. Getting by the initial defense. He's got 4 points now. Tigers trail by 11, back with the basketball. James not letting Altizer have any breathing room around the perimeter at this time. Here's Wallace, back out deep for Dalton. Works off a screen left, now attacks, gets the foul, gets the bump, a chance at a 3-point play. Good move inside by Dalton Altizer, who now has 15. He's had 3 3-point shots, now a chance at the old conventional trade.
He's been a little bit unstoppable. The Panthers are having all kinds of trouble. And Dalton hasn't really pushed anything. He's just taking his opportunities. I think he's doing a good job off it.
It's a great point. He also took what they gave him that time. They're denying the 3-point shot, so he drove the lane, got the bump, gets the free throw. The Tigers are right back within 8 now, 43-35. Ethan Bouchard across the midcourt stripe with it on the wing right. Left it goes to Moretz. Down to the right wing. Bouchard, Ethan Bouchard into the post. It goes to Cooper Holmes, stripped out of bounds by the Tigers. It'll stay with Concordia on the baseline. Tigers doing everything they can. Cade Wallace following Cooper Holmes everywhere. He'll front him when he's down low, but then they have 2 or 3 defenders that will come help side for him. Now the ball stripped away, taken. Lob down court, Lively for Siebold. Catches, stops, saves it back. Wallace, wide open lay-in. This is a 6-point ball game. Murph has 6. Great hustle play by Caleb Siebold to keep it alive. It's 43-37. 5:10 to work, 3rd quarter. Tip pass by Siebold goes right to Rosine. Tigers have it back, down 6. Lively, 3-pointer. The corner left is just strong, and we've got a foul down low on the rebound. And let's see who the whistle goes against it. Both teams kind of looking and asking. They don't know. It's on Mares of Concordia, and Play Center keeps the basketball. It was odd. Both teams froze saying, who's this on?
It was a secret to everybody in the gym except for the referee.
Good call for the Tigers anyway. They're down 6, and L has the basketball. 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, when we return with Play Center Tiger basketball.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
Did the recent storm cause damage to your roof? Call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia now to have a member of our team provide an estimate to restore your roof. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has been replacing and installing commercial and residential roofs for over 35 years. You can trust the Geisler team to get the job done right.
43-37. Tigers within 6 right now, Wonk, and making a move they needed to make early.
Yeah, and Cade so far is doing a good job of keeping Cooper Holmes from getting the basketball.
It's a great point. Undersized, but he's doing the work to just make it uncomfortable out there for him. Here's Altizer to Lively. Around left to Siebold. Caleb holds there, now to Lively. Looks right, high post to Rosine. Back to Lively. Takes the three. Now steps and drives. He's got Nordell with those 2 fouls. Not defending, but he didn't finish. Now Lively pokes it away. That's off Concordia, and the Tigers will keep the basketball. Billy Bouchard had it knocked away off of his leg and out of bounds. And the Tigers get possession again. Boy, Lively had Nordell, who wanted nothing to do with getting a foul, but Lively did not finish that shot inside. Now they try to get to the corner. They get it to Altizer, to Lively. Fakes on the three against Holmes. Now to the high post is Rosine. He'll pull the trigger from the free throw stripe. Quick draw has 8, and the Tigers are within 4, 43-39. The drive by Bouchard. Shot is up. Foul called, I believe, on the floor, but we'll wait and get the call from the official. And it will go underneath the basket. Dalton Altizer picks up the foul, just his first. Team fouls, 2 each in this third quarter thus far. Tigers within 4. Holmes used his dribble up. Double teamed. Now gets rid of it to Ethan Bouchard. Bouchard will dribble drive. Stops. Kicks it to the corner. Here's Reed with the drive. The runner up and good. Tough shot. And Dylan Reed knocks it in. He now has 7 points. The Tigers are down 6 with the basketball. Right side wing, Cade Wallace. Back to Altizer. Around left to Libby. Now he'll dribble penetrate. Double team on him. Kicks it out top. Wallace. Altizer. Thought about 3. Instead, Libby will take it. And it's Strong. Weak side board. Strong by Rosine. He's fouled. And Ethan Rosine's headed to the free throw stripe. How many rebounds for Ethan Rosine now?
We've got 9. Is that what you got, Jerry? 7 in the first half and 2 here in the second half.
Wow. 9 boards by the Tigers senior, and he's headed to the stripe here. At 4 points in the opening quarter early. None until halftime. And here in the third quarter with 4 points already at the stripe, make it 5. And make it a 5-point game, 45-40 here at Concordia. 3:53 to work, third period. Rosine buried the first. 1 more coming to cut it to 4. This one on its way, rattles off. Rebound to Cooper Holmes. And Concordia has it back. Tigers down 5, 3:48 to work, third quarter. Holmes driving, turns still, he walks with the basketball. Cade Wallace, Caleb Siebold, making it uncomfortable right now for Cooper Holmes, who decided to take it on himself to get to the lane and turns it over on the travel.
That's the first time I've seen Holmes kind of press, too. He's a little bit frustrated. Tigers have him a little frustrated here in the second half. He did something, pushed it a little too hard and turned the ball over.
3:40 to go, third quarter. The Tigers have held Concordia to just 2 points thus far in this period. 45-40. Coach Kelly Williams had him slow it down in the offensive end. Now they start to work. Siebold right side to Wallace. Atkinson, Enneking running the post. Altizer has it left wing. Now to Wallace. Around right to Anthony. He's used his dribble. Back out it comes to Wallace deep. Zoned by the Panthers. Siebold left wing. Now to Wallace. Fakes 3. Steps to the paint. Runner on the way, no. Rebound away to Holmes. Up the court, Reed. Right side wing. Crosses over. Tries to get to the paint. Now to Billy Bouchard. Works off a screen. Runs right over. Lane Lively. Offensive charge. Tiger basketball. Bouchard got too deep. Went on through with the shot. Lane Lively was there to draw the charge. The Tigers have it back again, trailing by just 5. Tigers will have it. 4th team foul now on the Panthers here in the third quarter. 2 whistled against Clay Center. The official with a very unpopular call to Coach Rowe of Concordia then had to go ask for a towel to wipe up some perspiration on the floor. 45-40. Tigers will have possession. Altizer will inbound. Cade Wallace. Down court is Atkinson, Inniking, Libby, and Siebold. Concordia back in that 3-2 zone now. They kind of pulled back in that thing. Siebold drives through it. It's blocked. A foul on Nordell. Siebold headed to the stripe. Caleb Siebold, the attack with the dribble on the half-court zone defense. Ian Nordell with the foul. That's going to be his third. That'll even things a bit between he and Rosine now. Siebold at the stripe gets 2 free throws coming. First one rattles off. Siebold averages 5.6 a game, 57% free throw shooter on the year. Missed the first of the 2 here. Trying to cut the lead down to 4 again. Tigers trailed by 12 at halftime. Second free throw. This one's good. Siebold with 3 points tonight. The Tigers are within 4. 2:47 to work third period. Ethan Bouchard walks it through the center ring, and right on the circle it goes now to Marez. To Reed in the corner left, Bouchard. Skip pass, Marez. He's going to trigger a 3-ball. It's strong. Rebound, Nordell. Trying to back it up in the lane. Can't. Kicks it out to Marez. Now around left, Bouchard. Ethan Bouchard tipped away by Atkinson Inniking. And now a foul on Anthony. Got the tip at it first and then tried to step across and called for the blocking foul. 45-41. 2:24 to work here in the third. Just the second foul on Atkinson Inniking. Ethan Bouchard will inbound from the sideline. Corner it comes to Nordell. Skip pass, Marez. Lobs down low to Holmes, and a foul on Wallace on the catch. Holmes jumped in the air. Wallace had to put his forearm in the mid-back to keep position. It'll be his third foul. Here's Bouchard to Marez. Out top, Nordell. To the post. Ball tipped by Atkinson Inniking. Now Holmes bustles his way in the paint. Has his first point of the second half. 27 in a game. Tigers trail by 6. 2:08 to work here in the third quarter. Altizer, right wing with it. Out deep it goes now to Wallace. Back to Altizer. Reed on him. Libby posting in low. Atkinson Inniking at the high post. Now Wallace around to Siebold. Back to Cade. Now to Atkinson Inniking looking low. To Wallace. Takes it left. Keeps it. Now brings it left to Altizer. Marez out on him. Here's Wallace. Takes 3. Dribble penetrates, and he's called for traveling. Little shuffle step called out top on the ball fake against Cade. And the turnover gives it back to Concordia now with 1:43 to work third period. 47-41. Wallace will get a breather into the 3 fouls comes out. Ethan Rosine is in. He also with 3 fouls. But the Panthers, Ian Nordell has 3. 47-41. Reed to the baseline. It is Holmes backing it outside. Now to Reed. Around it comes to Bouchard. Looks like he got away with the travel on the same type of play they called Wallace on, but he's able to take it inside the lane and score it, and he now has 10. And the lead is 8 once again for Concordia. Important minute 19 for Clay Center. Atkinson Inniking drives. No. Tipped his own rebound, but it's taken away by Reed. Pretty good look. Just unable to finish. Now the ball knocked out of bounds. That'll be Concordia's possession. Lane Libby almost picking off the pass up court. 1:08 left third period. Tigers had gotten the lead down to 4 points in the third quarter after trailing by 12 at halftime. Now they trail by 8, and Concordia with 1 minute left working a weave out top. Maybe looking for a final shot. No, Bouchard kicks it to the corner. Marez wants 3, and he buries it. Huge bucket. First field goal for Manny Marez, and the lead back to double digits at 52-41. 45 to work. Right side wing is Libby. To Altizer. Left it comes to Siebold. The zone for Concordia's troubled the Tigers a bit. Siebold, a lot of contact, no foul calls. Now Holmes up the floor, and we're going to call on Siebold, I'm afraid. Little retaliation. He got bumped pretty hard. There was no whistle. He went back after the basketball. That will be his 4th. So Siebold has to come out with his 4th foul. 33.6 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Tigers trail now by 11. Atkinson Inniking out. Wallace back in. 52-41. Bouchard against Libby brings it through the timeline. Out top, Reed. Again, the weave by the Panthers. Holmes gives it to Bouchard. Everything out around the half-court stripe until they look for a last-second look. Barres hit a 3 last time down to Reed. 14 seconds. Third quarter. Tigers down by 11. Ethan Bouchard with 8. Now works it toward the paint. Hangs in the air. High drop goes down. Good soft touch by Bouchard. He has 12. Altizer from half court at the buzzer. Good if it goes. Just off the back iron. Tigers will trail 13 going through the final 8 minutes. Clay Center Tiger basketball will continue on KCLY.
Clay County is a great community, and Farmers Union Insurance with Jim Gearhan as your agent is proud to be a part of this great community. Over the years, we have enjoyed supporting Tiger athletics, and it's just a small part of what we enjoy doing for the community of Clay County. Insurance can be a tricky topic, but if you want to deal with a community-minded business, stop in and see Jim Gearhan at 426 Lincoln Avenue, or give us a call at 632-3264 to discuss all your insurance needs.
This is 100.9 FM, KCLY Clay Center.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth. Over a century of serving you. Built on pride in everything we do. Agriculture and farmway working hand in hand. Looking to the future across this great land. It's where you belong. FarmwayCoop.com. Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Tigers cut a once 12-point lead at halftime down to 4 in that third quarter, but the Panthers answered walk, and now they lead it by 13 going to the final 8.
Yeah, and you said an important final minute there for the Tigers, and Concordia scored the last 5 points of the quarter there in the last minute.
It was still at 8 points when that little run went on. The Tigers had the basketball actually that time. They go down in low. Panthers with the basketball to begin. Shot blocked by Rosine on Cooper Holmes. He'll step back for 3. It's short. Long rebound to Cade Wallace. Cade through a double team and a foul called. It'll be the 16th foul against Concordia. Wallace splitting a double team with the dribble and a reach-in foul called against the Panthers. So Tigers get possession after the shot block inside by Ethan Rosine. You got to give a lot of credit to Cade Wallace. He really set up that shot block for Ethan. He just kind of chested up as best he could with a bigger Cooper Holmes and kept him out of an easy shot. Tigers have the basketball now. See if they can find a cure against the zone defense of the Panthers. It's really causing problems. Libby to Wallace, around left to Altizer. Back to Cade. Right side wing is Siebel to Wallace. Left alone out top. Lobs it down low. Tipped, but it goes to Altizer. His shot off glass, no. Rebound. Rosine battling. Holmes battling. Caleb Siebel comes up with it. Now he'll shovel it outside, and the Tigers have possession down 13. Altizer, right wing. Out to Wallace again at the point. Cade will hand it off to Altizer. Tigers working here in the fourth quarter, 6:56 to go. Clay Center trailing 54-41. It's been a good one here in Con for the Tigers. One of the top teams in the league and in the state in Division II. 6:44. Now Wallace, left corner, fakes 3. Dribble penetrates. Teardrop on its way, short. And we have a blocking call inside against Ian Nordell. And the Tigers are going to get to the free throw stripe with Cade Wallace. 17th foul. This should be on the shot. And if it's on Nordell, which I'm sure it is, it's his 4th. Well, they call this on Ethan Bouchard. I think they got the wrong. No, they did get it right now. It was on Nordell. That is his 4th. Wallace at the line. Buries the first. Cade has 7 points. 5 of those here in the second half. And the Tigers cut the lead down to 12. Second free throw up. This one rattles in as well. Wallace with 8. 54-43. Nordell stays in the game with the 4 fouls. Billy Bouchard down to the left baseline. Nordell, ball fake. Now steps to the paint, takes it strong and finishes. Nordell with 6. Tigers down 13 again, back with the basketball. And Dalton Altizer tried to pass ahead to Seaball. It was covered right as he started to pass it, and he turns it over to the Panthers. Rosine gets a breather. Atkinson Enneking comes on. Libby, Altizer, Wallace, Seabold out on the court for the Tigers. They trail 56-43. Billy Bichard will walk it through the midcourt stripe. Now attacks the lane. Stops, kicks it to the corner right. Mares at a three earlier, misses here. Rebound, tipped out. Leiby behind the back in transition. Stops, free throw line jumper on its way. Strong. Rebound, Atkinson, Inniking, back up and good. The offensive stick back by the F-band, and it's 56-45. Concordia down court quickly again. Poke away by Altizer. Foul called. It'll be the sixth against the Tigers. Basketball out of bounds to Concordia on the baseline. So Bichard will take it out. That's Ethan Bichard. Foul on Dalton Altizer, his second. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. 5:54 remains. They get it inside the home. They'll take it up and finish it off. He now has 29 in the game. Down court, Anthony Atkinson indicating a little flip of the shot in the lane past Holmes this time, and he's scored 2 straight buckets. He has 8. Tigers again down 11, needing a stop. Trading buckets the last 2 or 3 times down the floor. Atkinson indicating the steal, the run out, the lay-in, rims off. The rebound battled for, and Reed comes up with it. Oh, a great steal by Anthony. He just could not finish it. And now it's Ethan Bichard to the corner. Holmes. Cooper drives, kicks it out, sideline. Ethan Bichard guarded there by Atkinson Inniking. 58-47. Got the stop they wanted. Opportunity at the other end, just couldn't finish. Now back on defense. Ethan Bichard, poke away. Atkinson Inniking almost had it. Boy, it looked like a travel on the other side with Bichard sliding with the basketball in his hands. The sideline official did not make the call, and they get a timeout taken by the Concordia sideline. Now the officials are going to talk it over. Now they're coming back over. It is a timeout granted to Concordia. Wow. 58-47. It'll be Panther basketball. You're listening to Tiger Hoops on 100.9.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
4:58 still remains. This has a pace to it by the Tigers, and maybe a little tension to it for the Tigers, like there's a minute 30 left. There's a long time left in the game.
There is a long time left in the game, but every possession by the Tigers is important from here on out. And last time they got the huge turnover by Anthony and a great drive. That thing did everything but go in the hoop.
Hung around the rim and just came out of the cup. So Tigers still down 11. And then the timeout given to Concordia as it appeared Bichard was sliding across the floor in a travel. Instead, Concordia saves possession. Now Bichard pulls up 15-footer. It's strong. Rebound Holmes. Step through, and a foul called against Cade Wallace will be his 4th. It does stop the shot, though, by Holmes. It'll be a 1-and-1. And Cooper Holmes, obviously one of the best free throw shooters across the state, did miss his first of the night. Since this time, 3 for 3 on his way to part of his 29 points he scored in this game thus far. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. So he'll get a second.
Well, Cade's done a fantastic job keeping the ball away from Cooper Holmes here in the second half. And the foul situation starting to catch up to him.
Well, they did call that foul on Lane Leiby.
Oh, they did?
I did not see that until just now. The lead's back to 13 now as Holmes knocks in both free throws. He has 31.
I thought that was the 4th foul on Cade.
I did too, yeah. So it's just a second on Lane. Yeah, you got it. And then Wallace still with 3 now. Tigers down 13 with the basketball. Leiby has it left wing and deep. Doubled there. Skip pass to the corner for Wallace. Out to Atkinson Inniking. Back to Leiby. Good look for 3 on its way. Just short. Rosine tips it. Has it. Trying to muscle his way up. Does. No foul call. Rebound inside. Ethan Bichard. Boy, Rosine just saddling his tail end off on the boards inside and took it up strong through contact and couldn't get the second board. Bichard has it taken away by Leiby. 2-on-2 numbers. Leiby takes it up, hands it off to Rosine. to the baseline and out of bounds. It stays, though, with Concordia, or with the Tigers. It's off Concordia. It'll stay on the Tiger baseline. 60-47, 4:09 left now in the game. Ian Nordell with the 4 fouls back on the court. James will come out. Cade Wallace will inbound. He has it left of the glass. The Tiger offense is lined up on the opposite lane. Lob out top for Altizer. Dalton with 13 first-half points, 3 here in the second half. No-look pass inside, trying to hit Rosine, and it's taken away. Now a foul called on Altizer and a chance at a 3-point play for Dylan Reed. Reed, who has 9 points now, and a chance to add to it at the stripe. The lead grows out to 15. And Dalton kind of got caught in between, either foul and stop the shot or step over and try to get the charge. It made the contact, and Reed was able to finish. Free throw up, and good. Reed has 10. And Concordia has their biggest lead of the game at 16 here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes remaining. Tigers with the basketball. Altizer in the front court. Right and deep. It's in front of the Panther student section to Wallace. Back to Dalton. Now to Cade. Now to Altizer right wing. They start in motion through the middle. Libby cuts through. They get it to him at the post in the corner. Wallace, 3-ball on its way. Almost banked in from the corner. Got a good look off the front rim, but it would not fall. 63-47. 3.5 to work. Concordia with a 16-point lead now in the basketball. Marez in the corner to Ethan Bichard. Off to Nordell. He'll drive, stops, fall away, up and good. Nordell has 8. And the lead is 18 now for the Panthers. Tigers have battled and stayed in this thing. Here's Libby for 3 in the corner. This one strong. Long rebound, though, to Altizer. Now Libby attacks, gets to the paint. Foul called. That'll be Nordell's 5th. And Lane Libby's got it. Wait a minute.
Traveling.
Oh, wow. Well, I had a Nordell to the sideline and a 3-point chance for Libby. Evidently, the officials saw that much differently than I did. 65-47. Nordell now turns, spins, drives, laying good. And the Panthers putting some distance between themselves and the Tigers right now. Altizer down court. Ball swatted at, no, but a tip in by Rosine. Ethan Rosine now has 11 in the game. The timeout taken by the Tigers. 67-49. Clay Center trailing. Timeout on the court. 11 rebounds. A double-double. He averages on the year, Rosine. A double-double here tonight as well. 67-49. Tigers trail when we come back.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. I want to invite you to come out and try our service department. We have a express lane for oil changes and much, much more. No waiting, 30 minutes or less, no appointment necessary. Make your vehicle road ready. Or if you need heavier work done, we've got certified technicians that can do jobs from recall work, regular maintenance, all the way to complete engine repair. So come out and see us at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center.
2:46 remains here on a tip-off Tuesday. If you missed it earlier, the Lady Tigers did win in their matchup against Concordia. Boy, the Panthers really gave them a test. Lady Tigers go to 6-0, though, with a 46-40 win. They were led by Courtney Hamill, 17, 15 of those in the second half. Here the Tigers have really battled with Concordia and given them all the tests that I'm sure they would want. Clay Center was down 8 after one quarter, 12 at halftime. They cut that down to 4. And then trailed by 13. They've cut it back to 7 points here in the fourth. But now Concordia stretched out at the 67-49, 18-point lead for Concordia. Ethan Bichard brings it through the timeline, guarded by Lane Libby. Left and deep to Bichard. Here steal by Seabold to the corner. Ethan Bichard with it. He'll hold against Libby. Down to 2:28 remaining. Outside it comes now to Billy Bichard, off to Ethan. Holmes trying to post it inside. Wallace continues to follow him around. And good help side D by Atkinson. Enneking knocks it out of bounds. It will be Concordia possession on the baseline. Reed back in. Marez comes out. Inbounding is Ethan Bichard. Cooper Holmes, wing right, 31 points tonight. Here's Nordell from the free throw line. And he's come in and put 10 points on the board in the second half. He has 12 in the game. 20-point Panther lead. Wallace left to Altizer. Directing traffic. Holds on the wing left deep outside to Wallace. Cade back to Dalton. Looking inside. Now Wallace. Around right it goes to Anthony Atkinson Inniking. Back to Cade. Left to Seabold. 1:48 left. Seabold, no looker, trying to get it across court to Altizer. Nordell had it, then tripped going up the sideline and loses it out of bounds. So back to the Tigers with 1:42 now remaining in the game. Tigers go to Chapman Friday night. Matchup against the Irish and the NCKL. Chapman losing to Abilene this evening. That game has gone final. Seabold has it right for the Tigers. Now left to Altizer for three, and his fourth of the game walk. Wow. That's 19 points, a career high for Dalton Altizer. 69-52. And they've splashed when they've gone through the net tonight. Altizer good tip away, but it goes out of bounds. 69-52. Chapman falling to Abilene earlier. 68-37 was that final. 68-37, Abilene a win against Chapman. Atkinson Inniking will come out. Rosine back in. Libby, Seabold, Altizer, good poke away, goes to the backcourt and out of bounds. It'll be Concordia basketball. 1:14 to work here in the fourth. Tigers trailing 69-52. Bouchard up the court to the timeline. Right baseline it goes. And then back outside to Reed. Tyler Stupka in the game. Left corner has it now for the Panthers. They'll kick it back out top. Steeple near steal. Reed has it. Now drive by Bouchard. Kick out Reed. Three-pointer up and rattling in. Rolled around the rim a few times before it went in. He now has 13. Corner right. Libby fakes the three. Steps in toward the lane. Takes it up strong. No foul called in low. The shot blocked by the Panthers that time. Inside the lane was Garrett Lawrence. 28 to work. And they're really letting people play right now. In fact, a lot of contact in the drive by Billy Bouchard. He's called for traveling instead of a foul. 27 seconds left. Tigers will have possession. Nearing the end of this matchup with the Panthers, and it's been a good one. It's going to be a 20-point scoreboard difference, but the Tigers truly tested from start to finish the Panthers. Altizer misses a three. That's been a rarity. Now a jump ball on the rebound try, and the arrow goes to play center. 20 seconds to work. Cade Wallace will inbound left of the glass. Slaps it in motion. Looking low, finds Rosine. Shot up off glass and good. Quick draw now with 13 points, 11 rebounds, 14 to work. Tigers still pressuring. Altizer knocks it out of bounds. Up into the Panther stands. 10 seconds to work on the clock. 72-54. Tigers trail. Working here in this fourth quarter. Just 10 seconds remains on the clock. Outside with it is Stupka with 5, with 4. Concordia can hang on to it. Gets into the hands on the outside to Isaac Mail, and that'll finish it up. 72-54, your final. Concordia wins it. They go to 5-1 now in the season. The Tigers are dropped to 2-4, but again, a good battle by Clay Center and a loss on the road against state-ranked Concordia. Stay with us. Your postgame is coming up in just a moment.
Twin Valley proudly announces our new Pulse Gigabit Internet, available now in Clay Center. Equal to 1,000 megabits per second, our new speeds can support all your devices, all at the same time. Stream movies, download content, surf the web, and more. No buffering and no waiting. So what are you waiting for? New customers who call today get 2 months free internet service. Visit twinvalley.net or give us a call at 800-515-3311. Twin Valley Pulse, your life connected.
I was about to close the store when in walked Father Time. Can I help you, sir?
I sure hope so. Can you imagine the record keeping involved with being Father Time? It's daunting. I think I need a new system.
Well, you've come to the right place. Here at Central Office Supply, we have the filing cabinets and storage boxes you need to organize all your records so that everything will be neat and tidy.
Fabulous. I'll take a truckload of each.
A truckload?
Thousands of years of records, my boy. Better make that 2 truckloads of each.
Back again in Concordia, the Tigers lose a 72-54 final 18-point decision. But this is a pretty good battle. Concordia knows they were tested tonight.
Yeah, and it was really a little bit of a Cooper Holmes first half for Concordia. And I feel like Clay Center did exactly what they had to do, was neutralize him in the second half. And for the most part, we did. And we got back in the ball game, got it within 4. We got it, a chance to win this game. But to Concordia's credit, they the rest of their teams, stepped up and took care of business. But Clay Center did a really good job of taking Cooper Holmes out of the basketball game in the second half and giving themselves a chance. But his teammates were able to step up.
Yeah, 3 others end up in double digits in this game. But Cooper Holmes was held to 6 points in the second half. 31 for the game, mind you.
Right.
But the Tigers did, like you said, what they had to do to get back in it. And credit a lot of that to Cade Wallace. He followed him everywhere. He bellied up, chested up to him however he could to just kind of keep him out of the lane. Then got a lot of help from everybody else once it was into the paint. But he pestered him. You could tell Cooper get a little frustrated there in the second half even as he followed him around. 31 from Holmes leads the way. 13 from Dylan Reed. 12 each for Ethan Bouchard and Ian Nordell. Nordell at 10 in the second half. 4 from Manny Marez and 1 free throw from Matthew James. The Tigers get 19 tonight from Dalton Altizer. 4 3-pointers. And the second half, there were times he could have chucked it up and was open enough. But he didn't force, like you said that early in the game, he never forced things tonight.
Yeah. And he made those 4 3-pointers. It feels like all of them were nothing but net. But also he made some nice moves and got himself several 2-point buckets too that he off drives and bank shots and stuff like that. It was good offensive night all the way around, I thought, for Dalton.
13 points for Ethan Rosine, 11 rebounds that we'll end up with.
We got 11 rebounds and 13 points.
A great effort in the double. Yeah, getting it done again on the boards. They get 8 points from Anthony Atkinson Enneking and Cade Wallace. 3 points from Lane Lively on 1 tray. They get 3 points from Caleb Siebold in the ball game as well. And the Tigers end up with a loss, 72-54. Lady Tigers won earlier, 46-40. Tigers go to Chapman on Friday night. Our thanks to Kerry Carlson making a trip over, helping us out with stats. We'll see more of him as the year goes along. Walk, as always, appreciate having you alongside. Our studio engineer tonight is Bernie Fancella. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Tuesday.